milk of her giant breasts is a venom for her enemies and an elixir of life for her followers and lovers. She is simultaneously as mighty as stone and as tender as a rainbow. Mama was born in neo-Baghdad into a rich and ancient family whose roots extend to the first emperors of Persia. Once the most powerful empire on earth, it has been reduced to a third-rate state. The humiliation of this fact is deeply hidden in Mama's subconsciousness. The only escape from these bothersome thoughts is absolute self-indulgence and overflowing her life with unlimited pleasure. But there was an obstacle, because religious scholars said those who deprive themselves in bed with anybody but husband or wife are filthy jackals like barbarians. However, the priests knew how to interpret the holy texts. The rules apply only to humans, but not to non-human creatures. Since the alchemy era, the Al-Baba family have experimented with cloning and breeding non-human creatures. The latest discoveries in genetics finally allowed them to grow obedient clones, ready at all times to satisfy any perverted desire of their master. Mama was the first person to fulfill this ancient family dream. She created an enormous harem populated with sex clones who are as dumb as animals and as horny as wild spermatozoa. She spent 10,001 nights having orgies and gorging herself on food. She knew nothing except pleasures, having no contact with the outside world. Meanwhile, some clones escaped and ignited a liberation movement for equal rights among clones and humans. The movement rapidly gained popularity while Mama remained in oblivion, expecting her pleasure to last forever, until one day gangs of self-righteous clones broke into her citadel of pleasure. Mama's rage at this attack was as powerful as her self-indulgence. She took sabers and sticks hanging on the wall and struck the traitors down by the dozens. No one could resist the frontal attack of her huge body. When all the clones were destroyed, her victory was more bitter than defeat. Her lifestyle of pleasure was over, at least for the moment. She became a travelling nomad, roaming about the streets telling passers-by fantastic tales of the pleasures she'd experienced. Her words hypnotized everyone who heard them. People followed her in the pursuit of finding new sources of pleasure. They took her faith, but couldn't find the sources of pleasure on Earth because of holy laws. Their hope came from outer space. Rumors spread that on the distant planet Oza, 4 armed aliens called Ozars exist. Their traditions are full of orgies, and their rituals include consumption of plants and potions, which help to transcend the mind and activate new neuron connections that release an avalanche of unique pleasure hormone. Ozars are not human creatures, so restrictions of the Holy Book don't apply to them. Mama became as obsessed with her goal to reach Oza as strongly as she became obsessed with everything she desired. Joining the Euphorian faction under the reign of Mama al-Baba isn't a decision to be taken lightly. It's a plunge into a world of hedonistic pleasure and unabated exploration, an enticing promise of experiencing the universe's forbidden fruits. Yet, it's not without its perils. Unfettered indulgence can often blur the lines of morality, and the relentless quest for pleasure can become a pitfall for the unwary. Navigating this path requires a strong spirit, one that can savor the ecstasy without losing one's self-control. As an Euphorian, you will taste the nectar of uncharted delights and bear witness to dimensions of pleasure yet unknown to mankind. But remember, every paradise has its serpent. Choose wisely, for the journey of an Euphorian is as treacherous as it is tantalizing.